Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about reasons why you keep failing on diets and exercises, which is something that I wanted to talk about first before I talk about, like how I got into working out and what I did to work out, because honestly that's not going to help nobody. Because just like the New Year's resolution, we seem to think that we're going to change our lives, because we seem to think that we can change our whole lifestyle around and change everything around, become better people, and be positive and have better outcomes in life, or some crazy thing like that. But reality, that's not true. You can't change like a light bulb. You can't change it like a switch. It's not easy to do it like that. It's not easy to transition your life from what you're doing now to something different like what everybody else is doing. That's not possible. And if it is possible, it's only because you've already started doing something different and changing certain things in your life. I actually have 5 reasons why it doesn't work. Why is it that I'm always giving up, or it stops, or I just have no interest in it? So here are 5 reasons why you keep failing at it, or it just doesn't work out, or anything like that. And the main thing is, we wonder, why is sticking to a diet or exercise routine so hard? And the reason why it's so hard is because motivation pretty much is everything. It's not the main thing, but it's pretty important when you're trying to do something as a consistent thing inside your life, like having a better eating habits, working out, or trying to write in a journal every single day, or trying to be a better person, or certain little things like that. Motivation is everything, and yes, it really does mean everything, and it's just as important as being productive, because it's the same thing. You need to have motivation. Your motivation is to help you push yourself. This is why it's important. This is why we will be very hard with having to change everything from your eating habits, your lifestyle. Your lifestyle will change. It's not going to change automatically, like very drastically. It's not going to happen. So you have to have that motivation to understand, you gotta keep moving, you gotta keep going. We both are here for the same reasons. We all want to lose this ugly little weight we've carried on, especially us as parents. Me as a mom, I've had 2 kids already, and it was time for me to just start thinking about myself, because, thinking of my children and doing everything for them all the time, it was like, I had no time for myself. I had 0 time for myself. All I had time for was, eat and drink and sleep, and maybe like binge watch a couple TV shows, because I felt like I needed to, I needed a different type of lifestyle and a different type of me time in order to feel, balanced in my life, or something like that. I would have to say, we all want to lose this ugly weight, right? Yet we're unsure how this could work. With the new year coming up and the holidays, how do we even find the time or energy for any of this, right? Well, you're not alone. I also have these feelings like forever, like we all do. And of course, I struggle to deal with it, inside my own head as well, because I'm just like, I can do it. And then later on when I start doing it, I just can't. It was hard for me. So was the motivation, how quickly I would lose it. It was just 1 minute I'm ready to do, and the next minute I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit at home. And I have tried 1,000 times, I have failed. So it's not like, we get up and people that you see like, oh my gosh, they look so great, they must just keep going and going and going. Those are the people that fail more times than you know. So also, no motivation to get. Another thing is that my anxiety, my panic attacks kind of were in control of everything I was trying to do. It was like I couldn't, like, most of the things I couldn't do was due to my mental health. Like I really needed some work on that. So I needed to work on myself, and I needed to see why I wasn't trying to, motivate myself, why I wasn't trying to get up there and do things and like head to the gym or eat right or think right. You gotta think right before you eat right, before you do any workout or anything like that. Number 2 is the wrong mindset. When thinking of working out, you are telling yourself, can you do this? Or are you telling yourself that it's just not that important if you do this? See, now, if you're thinking of the second one, you have the wrong mindset. If you're saying, oh, this isn't that important, I'm only doing this because a friend of mine is doing it, or people are posting it on, social media, and everyone's doing this thing, and you're never gonna, that whole mindset of negative about yourself, you're never gonna get that done. It's never gonna get done. You will only do this for somebody else, and you will definitely stop, and you will definitely fail. So that's one thing that if you're telling yourself that it is not that important to do it, it won't be. But if you're thinking, you're thinking to yourself, I got this, I can do this. Yeah. Let me see. So this definitely can affect your progress and how you start anything you want, as far as anything like a hobby, routine, or anything you like to do, anything you want to jump into many challenges. You can't do something if you tell yourself it's just not that important to do. It's not going to be a priority for you. It's just going to be something on a list. So mindset is very important, since we both know that feelings can take a big toll on your motivation. If you feel unmotivated, you feel this isn't right, you feel, it's like anxious or unmotivated or just not ready, it's not important to you, you're definitely not going to be able to do any kind of breathing workouts, or even working out, or even walking out to the gym. You'll just be doing the same things you're doing before. So it goes hand in hand, and the way you feel can help you get your mind right and get those things done. Just tell yourself, if this is what you really want, just tell yourself that this is what I really want. I want this. This is what I want. So number 3 is not seeing results fast enough. And that's something that's big, because when you start, you get discouraged, and you feel like it's not working, because you're just like, I've been doing this for 2 months and I don't see nothing's working. I'm still wearing the same clothes, everything still fits me the same. When I look in the mirror, I don't notice anything changes or anything like that. Okay, well, let me tell you something. Here is one of my biggest faults. I started and I did not see anything for almost 2-3 months. I see nothing at all. Not like a little slim of nothing, because back then it wasn't like I was a big woman or a skinny woman. I was just unhealthy, uncomfortable with my body. I had, flabs and, things that just didn't work out with me and my body that I was unhappy about. So when I started working out and then I started not seeing results, I started getting upset, and then I would want to stop. But that's where, okay, this is where my mindset had to change. I started and I saw nothing for a few weeks, and I think to myself, is this even working? The example of this is, I worked out for 2 months. I was eating okay, drinking water fine, yet I saw the same me all the time. I would cry, I would get myself, I would tell myself, why am I even doing this? Look at me, still ugly and fat with a mom body. I was so discouraged. Looking for them will get you nowhere. Looking for results will get you nowhere. What you need to do is you need to calculate your days, start taking pictures of yourself every single day, every time you work out. Write down, the things that you eat every single day. Within a little bit, it's not about the results you see on the outside. It's going to be the results you see on the inside, because you'll start feeling motivated. You'll have way more energy to do everything else. You'll feel like you getting everything done in your own life, because just because you're working out doesn't mean it's going to change your body. It's going to change your mindset more than anything you think of. Because I would like get so upset and crying, just be all upset, like, oh my God, I'm not doing anything, it's not changing who I am, what I look like.
But, you know, it does.
And obviously it wasn't fast enough in my eyes. For many, many years of trying, I failed, and many times later, I would get up and try again. I thought I heard someone breathing in here. Later, I would get up and try again, which means that I would just get up during the day. I would get up early in the morning. I'd start doing this little routine where I'd get up early in the morning and go, you know, put on meditation music and then just sit in front of it and start stretching. Started, you know, just drinking a bunch of water and just putting music in and focusing on myself instead of focusing on everything else and everyone else first. You know, don't get up and get on your phone. Don't get up and call anyone. Don't get up and mess with the kids. Don't get up and mess with your spouse. Don't get up and do anything. Get up and do for yourself. Get up, make your side of the bed if you have to, or just get up and go use the restroom, wash your face, brush your teeth, you know, get some water, get something light inside your stomach. So like if you're doing a workout, some people can't do workouts without having a little bit of, you know, energy inside them. So just eat it like a bread toasted up with peanut butter, or, you know, just eat something small, something simple. Don't go eating a whole gourmet breakfast meal or anything like that.
Cause yeah, I forgot where I was just at, but
your mindset has to change if you're trying to see any type of results, because the results don't happen right away. This is, so I can say I am a failed work in progress today, because the reason why I say I'm a failed work in progress is because I have failed
every single day when I try.
Even till this day, I still fail every single day when I try, yet I'm always consistent. So I'm always trying to, you know, the next day I'm doing better, the next day I'm gonna do better, the next day I do better. Some days I fail, some days I don't want to do it, some days I'm eating a pizza and binging on every show I want to see. But that's okay, because in your mindset, it's changed. You changed yourself, where you do need some rest. This is pretty much why I share these videos with so many of you, to help you see the potential you have in yourself as well. Just like I thought I saw in myself way back, you know, I finally was like, this is who I want you to be. This is who you need to be every single day. This is who I encourage you to be every single day. So I'm just like, you know, I was trying to be my own friend inside my head, to where it could change who I am. So with help with anything, like, I think the best thing you want to do is, like, in order to help you see a potential in you as well, since I lived in a small town and I had 2 kids, I had to get off my ass, and with no help from anybody else, you know, other than the people that lived in the house with me, you know, if you feel like you need a little bit support and encouragement, you know, take friends, take family, you know, take someone who is just ready to go hang out. You know, they don't need to go do exactly what you're doing, because honestly, I tried to get everyone to go out with me to the gym. They just weren't having it, because they thought that, you know, going
there meant that they had to outdo everyone there.
Really, you have to just outdo what you did yesterday, pretty much. And number 4 is, it's too hard. I never thought I would hear this statement over and over again. And yes, I hear this every single day. I hear this even to myself. I even hear this from people who have done this many times. It's too hard. And yes, this is true. Changing anything in your life can be very difficult and very hard. Changing your diet to something you have not done is very actively hard. So with a lot of work on your part to do. However, remember that the guy you wanted and thought it was too hard to get him, then one day he spoke to you and you thought, I don't even like this guy. Like, he's not what I thought he was. So it's like, see, not hard at all. You just need the courage and strength to do it. Once it's over, it's like eating cake. I mean, well, you know, we don't want to eat cake after workout, but you definitely want to eat cake when you want to eat cake, because you don't want this workout to be, you know, something that it's too hard for you. You want it to be fun. I mean,
If you eat cake, whatever.
I wasn't too far away from these feelings myself. It was too hard to get to the gym on my days off, like days where I just had time for me. I wasn't trying to go to the gym. I wasn't trying to, work out and start sweating and then come home and feeling tired. But honestly, that wasn't the case. The case was once I started working out, I actually had more energy than I thought I was going to have before. And I had more energy than I did before I started. So to get to the gym on my days off, or even on regular days, really, like drinking just water and throwing in cucumbers and lemons to feel refreshed was a headache and a half. Yet I stuck with it, and 2 years later, I can sit on a beach and be okay with tiny little rolls that I have, because I'm not fully done with what I want to do, but I am to the point where I can go when I need to go, because in the gym, before I went to the gym, before I even meditated, before I did the yoga, before I started eating right, before I started drinking just water and cutting out the toxins out of my life and cutting out drinks that just wasn't good for me and cutting out food that just wasn't good for me, I decided that before all that happened, I was just wearing, before all that happened, I was wearing big shirts to go swimming. I had no bathing suits. I barely owned any shorts. I had tank tops, but they were super long to where, they cover the rest of my body and stuff. And I'm a woman now. I wanted to show my body off because I wanted to live life as a young woman and not be old and, older and an elder and say, well, I could have done that. That could have been me. And I didn't want to be that person anymore. I wanted to be the person who's like,
Dad, I did that. Yes, that was me.
And number 5, the last one is, it's boring. Yes, I know, exercising and trying to eat right. Isn't that kind of boring? Yes. Well, yes. Yes, it is. However, you do not need to stick with the same exercises and diets, because when you do, they give you not the same results. You want to change it up every time. And the best way is to make it fun for you. Do not do this for anyone else but you, because this is going to be the most uncomfortable, boring, unsatisfying situation and things you're going to put yourself into if you're not doing it for yourself. If you're sitting here saying this is so boring, but what's her face over there is having so much fun, you need to change it up. You need to change up the routine. You need to change up the workout. You need to do something that gets you excited. If you like those Zumba workouts where you're dancing and stuff like that, I'm not into those kind of things, because I'd rather just maybe gradually get there, but as of right now, I'm not into those kind of things. I like doing workouts on my own, but those look kind of fun. So those may not be that boring. It may be actually kind of fun to do some things like that. However, like I said, you don't need to stick with the same diets, and the best way is to make it fun for you. Like I said, don't do it for anyone else, and just do it for you. If you're making this about others, you do not see what you're looking for. You're not gonna know what you're looking for in any of this. You're gonna wonder what you're even doing this for, why you're even there. You will never have the results you want ever. It'll just be you going to a playground pretty much, and you're not gonna do anything. You will only be fighting a battle alone. Therefore, you want to make this as much fun for you as possible. Only because it is possible. It's possible to do this and have fun with it. Because after a while, after my anxiety, after my panic attacks went away, after I felt a little bit more comfortable going to the gym and being around people, I started making it more fun for myself, where I started bringing headphones and blocking people out, and I just started jamming as if it was just my own concert to myself, by myself, and I have like people cheering me on and stuff like that. Like, you just make it fun for yourself. Do little things that will entertain you, and don't be embarrassed by the little things, because little by little I stopped being embarrassed by the things that was going on or what I was doing. I stopped worrying about everyone else watching me, and honestly, nobody's watching you, and if they are watching you, they're watching because they want to see
how you do what you're doing.
That's pretty much the only reason why people watch you in the gym, other than men.
Men are really creepy, so...
Yet, not all diets work for us, and not all exercises work for the same people either. The best way I can help you about that is it not being boring is to invite a friend with you, a boyfriend, children. If you don't have children, get nieces or nephews, you know, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins. You have so many people that can go with you. And then if not, join a group and you go with a group. But if you like being alone, like I do, you know, just go do it alone by yourself. And then eventually you'll be able to find people there that I didn't find friends at the gym. I don't know how you find friends at the gym, but I guess it's not that hard to, you know, because we're doing the same things and, you know, you're working around people who want to do the same machines as you, and then you're kind of like, oh, how did you do that? And, you know, they explain to you and they ask you, how did you end up doing that? Next, I was doing these heavy squats one time, and this lady was just watching me, and I was like, so I took one headphones out and I'm just like watching her, and she was just like, I've been watching you this whole time and I just don't know how you do those squats. And I was like, I don't either. I just basically tried to explain to her the best way I could, because I'm not good at explaining things. I never was before. So I pretty much explained to her how I did it, and I don't even know if I even told her the right way, but she was just like, oh, thank you so much. So you can have fun there. You can make people, you know, if people are looking at you, give them something to look at. Just start working out. Who cares? It's just a little crowd. The reason why I can say that now is because it's happened to me many, many times. And you can also bring anybody with you. I love going alone, and I also love going with my kids and my boyfriend. So we kind of all go together, and it's just fun. We all go in our own little separate ways, but it's fun when we all go together, and then like towards the end we kind of like meet up. That's fun. So the best advice we all should give those who are just starting out is this: make it fun for you. Just make it fun. So all these 5 reasons why your workout and diets are not working, I also have a routine on how to start working out. So I wanted to do this video first because I wanted to show you guys like why it just isn't working out. And then on my next video, because I want to do another video, I want to show you how I started working out. And it had nothing to do with like running to the gym or anything like that. So it's a little different than when a lot of people are trying to convince you what it is and what it isn't. And I would love for you all to join me in my next video and how I got started with my workouts. And it's always going to be different for everybody else. So I'm pretty much going to put everything in there just to let you guys know like where you could start at, where you should start at, and where you can start at, and where you know, like if it's not what you want, there's other options for that as well. So, and I would love for all you to join me in my next video. And I got started with my workouts, and no, these do not involve me in the gym, because I don't like talk to people when I'm at the gym or whatever. So, but I promise you this is a great and slow process to like starting out, because like once you start listening to what other people are going through, what they went through in their first beginnings of everything, it's always something weird. Like I had to think about a lot of things, or I had to sit by myself, but really it is true, because you really have to talk to yourself before you even start any type of project or anything like that. That's what I do. I sit and talk to myself, and sometimes I have to go ask other people for opinions. It's not a lot of people out there to ask for opinions, but whatever. So, but this is gonna be a slow process, so I'd like for you guys to come back for more videos. Hit that notification button, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I want to upload more videos for everybody else out there. So stay motivated and stay safe.